All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
On the ready.
Mike 57. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check nine. Check
Yep.
Check
Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Delta.
He's coming.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Go.
I'm here all day.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Down. 18 Gator.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still.
Hey, lock it. Go.
Y'all play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Watch twist.
Go. Yeah.
They'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
X3. 218. Chop it. Get it.
Following the interception, Young. He's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure what they had in mind they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a creek and run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 4, check 4.
Sneak grip, sneak grip.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be back. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Safety's creeping.
Hey, wahoo.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the... Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
61, matchbox lights.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Yes, yes. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Right here, right up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Shit.
Hey, Echo.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, about that one.
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now on 1st, a chance to get up in this NFC title game.
Yep.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
We're scoreless after 1.
Ready up.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Jim.
Go. Now.
They'll try to run this in. Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The score-looking quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some good, didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none of this.
No going for 2. They'll kick after. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last got 3. Now here's 2nd. And to give this time to the tailback. This will go for 5 up to the 3.
For a defense and for finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, it's carrying the ball very, very happy.
Okay, ready?
45. Mike, 45.
We gotta get to the ball, team. We gotta get to the ball. Stay grip.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play. Times it can break big.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
General West.
Young off the bootleg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. 57. 57's a Mike.
They're gonna need some therapy after this.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. Washington. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. Scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. On second down, it's Clayton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 14 yards there and a Niner first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
They don't want it. Keep playing, fellas.
Brings up second and 4.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Christian Travis.
You got to take.
Snap.
Young now from the 50. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mike 57. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Alpha.
Switch.
6-6. Bullet hop. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
15. Hey, Orban.
2nd and 9 now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, a reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is. About.
That's 6, baby. We got it all day up in here. We got it all day.
The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal.
Shift. Check 37. Check 37. Watch the eye.
Man.
Lucky.
Now.
Motion. Reset.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Lobo.
Push him back.
Pilot. 64. Weak.
Kill. Turn up. Check out.
Hey.
Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Hit it.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. Lead will grow. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a lot better running off the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. Teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready. You're out. Yo, 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 go, go.
Check 26. Check.
Hey, Haywood. Say go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Roberts has it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the time. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But route run, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Hey. Five.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
57.
Yep.
57.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Roberts, complete. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Don't get nervous. Hey, orbit. Go. Hit it.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready up.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Clayton, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Big river. Big river.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Clayton. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Throw down. Hatchet, hatchet.
Brickstone, travel.
And they just get the play off. Now Young finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Don't you accept on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards.
Okay.
Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Hey, Delta. Yes, yes.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. They'll tussle for it and be caught. 23 yards on the play. Showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions. Things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Redskins 3, 49ers nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey. Check 52. Kill. He's crashing.
Topper.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
5. Now.
2nd and 5. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Echo. Yo, go.
55. Watch the back.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Niners 7, Redskins 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Redskins take over
Let's go,
first and
boys. Bring
10
it up.
at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Not today.
Hey! Get it!
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Yep.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike.
Secret.
Back to throw here. It's caught by Roberts. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Watch the 61. Matchbox lights.
Check out read.
Go. Ready.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Shift.
Go. Now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Young on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Yeah.
57, Mike 57.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
At the 49-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Here we go. Set. 10-2, sir.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Ready?
Young on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. His man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw for Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On the ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
Throwing again. Young. Throw left side complete. That's Clayton.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch that.
It'll be Young again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the ship.
Go. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey!
Motion. Watch twitch.
Leo, let's defense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
55. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Hey.
Shit.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get
Go.
Let's get off the field.
Now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone out here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Set. 70. Indy.
Championships, baby.
Under 10. Go. 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down. It's Clayton, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
60 outlaw.
Tight end left. Tight end left. You got 4. You got 4.
Shoot.
On play action, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant.
Hey, orbit.
Young throwing again. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
On the double.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
Look at me. Zip it, zip.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ready up.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down.
Hey, foxtrot.
Tight dog.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champions, the National Football League on EA Sports.
5. Hustle. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ready. AT Gator.
Mike 57. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 3. Sponge. No.
80 weapon.
Check 37. Check.
Yeah, Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 13 sets him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Check it back.
Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check 31, check 31.
Hey, lock it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Young working out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Young, throwing on 4th down. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And Young's throw there incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The 33-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Down. 30 base.
50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Hey.
Get that ball. Kill, kill, kill. Pick the edge, pick the edge.
Hey, Echo.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Rock it. Rock, hit it.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Young. And that will be incomplete with a clock down. Now to 13 seconds.
You got him.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Bravo. Ready?
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
The 49.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So, Charles, so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.